Hey, it's me again, guys. And this time we have actually a request for a tutorial slash how did you pull off this effect in a video, and how can I pull off this effect in a video? And that comes from Tale of the Toaster, our British buddy. He asked me about, hey, you know those like cool shots you do where like the camera rotates and or something zooms in from far and you have all those things happening? How do you achieve those? So today we're gonna go over and even create something to that effect, so you can see for one that it's very manageable to do, and as an effect, it doesn't really eat up a lot of time. All you need is just a bit of not really an intermediate understanding of After Effects, I would say. It's more just like once you figure out how the tool works with cameras and 3D, then you'll be well equipped to create stuff like this. And I do it all the time just to make stuff that feels a little more interesting and dynamic to watch than just having images float there. Because I could do this a lot more in my videos, and I actually might. It really just depends on what I'm trying to achieve. For example, let's look at this shot from Sonic Mania, the Sonic Mania video. I pulled this one because it's one of my favorite ones I've done. As you can see, the camera spins around, you see all this stuff happening, and the characters are all there. And as I said, that effect is not really all that hard to achieve. And the first thing we're going to do is, you see your After Effects, this box here I'm circling around. You have this below, and these are all your camera views. This just cuts the quality if you need it. This is active camera, front, right, top, back. This changes the camera that we're seeing it from. Active camera is the one that you basically watch the video from. But what we're going to do is add a second view horizontally. And now we have two boxes, one with the one that you will see in the video, and then one where you can see all of the objects that we were working with. So let's move all the way back to the front of this bitch. Back it up like a Tonka truck, and you can see, I'm going to grab the hand tool just so I can drag it over here. This, I guess it's like a sideways pyramid. It's actually the camera, and as you can see, it's projecting. That is what it's within view, and this rectangle right here, if you can see it, that is what the active camera sees. And as you see me, then I'm going to move the timeline, and you can see that the camera swirls around, and the characters are there. And I just want to point out that all of these characters here, they all come out. So they're actually fixed in space, and it's the camera that's moving, not these objects. And if you do any sort of video editing and you're like, wow, like one of my problems is things are always like, you have to move everything if I want to have like a cool effect happening, and I don't want to have to move everything because it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look natural, like stuff is moving past it. Like, it's really cool. Like if I had city buildings here, for example, and you see the camera going through city buildings, that would be really cool and it would look authentic. I should try that sometime. It depends on the video. Maybe it's like Sonic Adventure, you know, the chaos, you know what I mean? So I am going to go through exactly how you do this. And as I said, this isn't hard at all. It's actually super easy to understand once you do it. So I'm gonna cut here and go to a empty layer. Let's do just that. Okay, I am back. We have an empty timeline here. So let's just set it up very quickly. We're going to have a background right here. We have the two cameras still. We don't need the two cameras still. So I'm just going to throw a background here, basic, and the subject of our little diorama is going to be yours fucking truly. All these disgusting, nasty pictures of me. What's this one? What is that one? Oh, baby Alax. What else we got? Got this one. Wow, that is something. Jeez, how far you've come, you son of a bitch. And then, yeah, here. That's enough. So, this is a 2D layer right now, see? Like, and the way you know that, or the way you can distinct that, we go to transform here. See that I opened up the little drop-down menu. You go to transform. You only have the two. You have the X, or that's the Y, and the X. And that's all you can do. The way that layers are organized to appear what's on top is based on what, like, just which ones lay at top here in the layers. So, see, Relax Fam. What are these named? None of them are named anything bad, right? Alax looking good. Which one is that? Let's put it at the top so we can see. I mean, he has a nice fade going. Anyways, so that's how typically, what would that be called? I guess just the structure of layering and the logic of it would go. The higher of the layer, or the one that's closer to the top, will appear on top. So if you have the background on top, for example, while they're all 2D layers, it's going to cover everything. But on the bottom, it's not. However, if we're going into the, if we want to do what we're doing, select all of your stuff, even the background. Actually, yes, you do want to select the background. You don't have to at all times, but we'll explain that later. And then right here, you hit 3D layer. And then everything changes. Now you see that we got 3 little lines here. All of them got 3 little lines. And if I press the, what letter is it? Or P? Yeah. If I press P, you'll see that there is now a new value here. It's 0, but what does that mean? Whoa, they're zooming back and forth. Now this isn't just scaling, because it looks the exact same as scaling, and we can just show that. The way we see that is we do the 2-view horizontal. This view is kind of bad, and I'm pretty sure you can make custom views. But the one I like to go to, oh wait, this is wrong. The one I like to go to, this is from the top. You can go to the back. That's the back of the layer, so everything's reversed. You can go left. You can't really see anything. But this will actually help us. Actually, no, you know what? I like to do a nice 3/4 angle. I don't like it from up here, but it helps you see where everything is. So let's just select the top one. Alax looking good with his fade. As you can see, moving this will easily move it forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, and so on and so forth. So let's just play around with this right now. Move that one forward. We'll move this one second. We'll do this one third. We'll do this one fourth, and we'll do the baby last, you know. Well, he's all the way back there. And the active view, you can see that the background is covering it. So we can drop the background all the way to the back, but then you're like, oh, the rest of it's all blacky. It's just a black mess. But if we go to scale, all you have to do is really just up the scale, and then you have this whole world now. And there are even other ways you can do that. I picked a pretty standard background, so it wasn't too complicated. So yeah, that's how you basically organize layers in 3D. I should make these a little better, so or just like a little further apart, and as well like in different areas, so we can play around and show you the full utilization of what you can do. Yeah, look at me, I'm everywhere. I'm fucking everywhere. I'm a fucking piece of shit. You can also, I don't like moving it in the preview, because you can grab each of these little arrows to move it, and then like sometimes it's really hard. You're like over here, like where is everything? And you can zoom in closer. You can move the X, you can move the Z, you can move the Y. Very easy. Very easy, very intuitive. This is my first little bit working with 3D, and I just love it because it makes sense in my head, and that's like the biggest thing. And the baby, he's like Becky. Yeah. All right, Morty. Then you may be asking, okay, so now we have this, but all of these are standing still. Even if I animate all of these, let's say, let's say he goes this way to this way, it's not gonna do what I want it to do, where the camera's like swirling and whirling, which means we gotta add a camera. So you right click and you grab a camera. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really change these options. You probably could, and like it changes the range of said camera. It changes how far it zooms and how fast, you know, but we're just gonna do this one. Honestly, that just comes from fiddling. And now we have a layer on top of everything that is the camera. And this is super easy to animate. Although I did say that I don't like animating within the preview, for the camera, it's a lot better to make it more natural, in my opinion, unless you're twisting. So let's just show that off. We're gonna animate. You see, you click the little time watch, because it's like, yo, it's time to go. And we're gonna grab them, go over here, go right back to the start of it. And as I said, I like to grab, so that way everything's in order. We're gonna zoom out. Here we are. And then we're just gonna do an easy peasy zoom in. As I said, the camera's way back here, so I'm gonna grab the Z again and zoom in past my. Oh my God, it's going right into me. And there we go. And there, as you can see, super simple camera going right past everything. This is usually the point where you can kind of be like, okay, well, everything I want's not in the shot, so let me try and change this. Move this guy this way, and then it just becomes a matter of, let me move everything accordingly, and let me get everything to where I want it to be. And this can take, honestly, the most time to make it look flashy as you want, but it's honestly the most fun. So it's just, there you go. You see all these dumbasses looking at you. Pass one, pass the other. Fwum. Fwum. You see what I mean? It's a nice little fwum, you know? It's cool. It's cool. And yeah, as I said, you can rotate it if you so choose. You can go Y, you can go Z, you can go X rotation. Let's line it up with the start so it's consistent. And you know, this pushes it this way. So what if I want to start looking this way? Let's change that. I start looking this way and the camera's like, hey, I'm over here now. Or I want it to be like, I want to go like this. I'm out of here. And then, or I'm going to start out of here. It's like, where are we? Oh, there they are. Haha. That looks good. And then the Z is the rotation where it's like, whoa. And there we go. Oh. And that's how I basically did the Sonic Mania one. You can't really see the active camera, but there we go. We're spinning them, and whoom, right into the child. That's disgusting. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty basic overview, and this will help you once you understand the basics, do stuff that's a little more complicated, which is nice. It's really nice. I like to do fun stuff with this, such as if you don't, you can also do fun stuff where, let me see where it is. I had it. Where is it? I had a door, but let's do, I don't have it in here. It's this, isn't it? And it is, but it's small. I was going to do blinds where, wow, okay, can I just say this is my biggest pet peeve? When you're looking at previews on Google, and it's like, yup, we're transparent, we got the checkers, we're transparent, see? And then you fucking go, and it's not. Anyways, fuck. What I like to do sometimes is if I want to like do a thing where it's a reveal, or make like a impromptu transition, you have something like this, and then there's like, ta-da, open up, it's fucking the cops. You see what I mean? So it starts with blinds and then it opens. I did that in the Donkey Kong Jungle Bee video, if you remember, with the blinds, like that. And sometimes you choose which layers you want to be 3D and which layers you don't want to be 3D. For example, I can make the background layer not 3D, and it doesn't appear in the 3D preview you see on the left. But here on the right, you can see the background doesn't move with the camera at all. So mixing what you want to do with each of these can help you make some pretty dynamic shots. And I mean, they can get as dynamic as you want them to be. Like I could have floated through the camera, or I could have floated through the glasses here. I could probably still do it. Oh wow, that's weird. Yeah, you can also shift some more of these individual values. So it's like whirly swirly. It's a whirly swirly right here. But the more I find the more complicated you get, the more unnatural it looks. And I just wanna one last thing. You notice the camera's moving kind of stiff at some points. Let's remove this, where is it? The blinds. Let's get the blinds out of here. That's at the top. Let's get rid of these blinds. You notice right here the camera's moving kind of stiff. It's like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. The way you fix that is a nice little thing called an easy ease. So I usually go to these because I'm not particular. Like, you can make them a lot better, and there's, what are they called? Scripts? They're not scripts. They're just, I don't know what they are. I forget what they call, but the little calculations you can find online. Now I'm brain farting. Someone who's more equipped to deal with After Effects could probably tell you. But they make it so you have smooth transitions and you can apply them to clips. What I like to do is an easy ease in, out, and you can do this in Premiere as well. I should get into that one day as well. And it just makes it default everything to be like a smooth whoosh. You see? Smooth, like a baby's bottom. And if you want a visual representation of that, they even got it. See? The big arch right here is the zoom in from the front to back. Or is it the rotation? You see it's color-coded. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that is the zoom in. It's the position. And then you see all of them here. And if you want to edit them like this, you can do that. So I don't know what this is going to do. It's probably going to make it look, whoa! See? It just makes it go crazy. But even though it's kind of like really wild, it makes the movement on a what's it called? An arch. On a parabola. And the parabola makes it so the smooth movement, the acceleration and deceleration, it's just smooth. It doesn't look like, let me back click a couple times so you can see. See, this is what it looks like without the parabola. There's no acceleration or anything. It's just one speed for everything at all times. It's nothing. So yeah, if you use this, it just makes your videos and your transitions like upgraded with no effort. And it's just something a lot of people don't know. It's so easy. It's so easy. And I don't know why YouTubers don't say it. It's like easy ease makes it ease. E for me, Z. Anyways, that is it for me. Now that we have this, let's go back because I want it to look good. I want it to look good. Come on. I want to redo. Okay, fine. Don't redo. See if I care. I hope this helped you for editors or for if you're just interested how it's accomplished and to realize that, you could do this too. And you can utilize it many a times in videos. I often utilize this when I don't know exactly what footage I want to go with what I'm saying. So this makes it so it's easy and also visually stimulating for the viewer. And I really love doing them too. They're really relaxing to make, no pun intended. Anyways, as always, if you have any questions, concerns, inquiries, ideas for stuff you want me to show off that you've seen in recent videos, by all means, I will try and give you what I know. But that's it from me. Take it easy.